Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another edition of the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. Another feature on this Friday Eve. When it comes to Friday Eve, you know how we do it on Friday Eve. We got to get down with the get down. We got to get off on the good foot. We got to set it off. We got to do what you got to do, but don't break her heart. Whatever else you got to do with it, baby. That's all I'm saying. But we'd like to welcome you to this edition of a little show. Now, it goes by a special name. Some people say it in the middle of the street. Some people yell across the street at each other. Sometimes I heard somebody say, "Hey, that's the guy that say that thing on that show." And the guy was like, "Well, what did he say?" And I said, "It's the Thursday night Throwdown." Yeah, baby. I had my voice back, baby. Oh, yeah. What's going on, guys?
All right.
So that's the gentleman Jack Card. That's the big guy KG. Big guy KG is gonna be driving us through all these topics tonight. Actually, I'm gonna let him do the window dressing for this. KG, take it away.
Well, now, good evening. Welcome to the Thursday night Throwdown. We got a little bit of NBA for you. Well, a lot of NBA. We got to talk some NFL. Talk about some debuts tonight. We got to send some flowers off because we got to remember a special guy. We're gonna give you an update on Wimbledon. Let Jack go through and make Matty Ice's night with his pronunciation of foreign names. So we're gonna do it all for you tonight. But welcome. First and foremost, we got to start this off right. Gentlemen, how y'all feeling?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm feeling well.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that I'm feeling well. Just ready to get to the actual Friday. How about that?
Okay.
So,
Got you.
out of bounds checking in. Oh, man.
What's up, fellas? What's up? Yeah, I'm doing good.
What's up,
Looking
Matty?
forward to the weekend. Got a family shindig going on this weekend. My cousin's 4th of July party that goes back to when his dad and my dad used to do it when we were kids. It's going to be a blast. It's so crazy now. Me and my cousin Big Tim, we sit back and it's just like, my mom, she's the big top of the hill. And then it's like me and my cousins, Tim and Johnny, we're the next on the list, and we're watching all these little youngins and snotty nosed kids run around like we used to do it. So I'm just so happy that my family still gets together like that, because a lot of families don't. And
Amazing right there.
never know. You never
That's
know.
good.
Oh, look, Out of Bounds said, yes, KG is the best. KG number one. Gee, that's a nice
Number one.
comment there, Out of Bounds. Glad you're watching.
It feels so good to be loved.
Matty Ice says, howdy, fellas. What's going on, Matty?
What's happening, Matty? And if you haven't checked it out yet, please go and check out Drive Time from Tuesday. You won't be disappointed. And if you're in the group, please, Matty has a whole post of every ballpark that you've been to, old or new. That's his summer series. Please take a look at that, because I need stories. I seen somebody, I think it was who was it? I think it was Jeff, say he went to Memorial Stadium to watch the Orioles. I need stories, man. I need stories. If you've been to Memorial Stadium, I need stories.
Oh yeah.
I went once, I think. Maybe twice.
Yeah, I seen the Orioles and the Birds there. I mean the Colts and the Birds there. It was old. It was old when I was there. It was just an old stadium. I don't compare it to RFK or nothing, but yeah, Memorial Stadium, it was cool. But man, that first time in the Camden Yards though was eye opening. It was like, what? And the way they incorporated, all the warehouses and stuff into the outfield view.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was night and day leaving Memorial and going to Camden Yards or even Raven Stadium. It was nuts.
Pin down.
Now I haven't I didn't have the pleasure of going to Memorial Stadium. Always
Huh.
wanted to. I go up there now. It's a YMCA and apartments now, but I go up there now,
Mm.
and home plate is where home plate used to be. The field is actually the dimension of what the field used to be and everything. So I go up there and I walk the field, and that's one of the one thing I know about stadiums is older stadiums. I learned the history of them, and that was one of the few stadiums that had a widow's peak in the outfield. And it's the same way out there now. And I always go out there and I walk the field. And me being a big Johnny Unitas fan, that's the only one thing I want to do. I just want a snowy winter afternoon. I'm trying to get you guys out there. We can just leave 1 2-minute drill. That's all I need. 1 2-minute drill. That's all I need from you. And then we can go home. We can go get, I even buy you guys hot chocolate. But if we can go out there one time, that's all I'm asking for.
I didn't think you were serious. So
All you need,
how
man.
When I tell you how serious I am, when it snows, and we you know we don't get the snows that we used to get, but when it snows, I'll go out and I'll take the trash out, and the first thing I see is standing out there watching the snowfall. And in my mind, I'm 43, get ready to turn 44, but in my mind, all I can see is walking up to the line, looking over the defense, watching. And I'm ready to quiet the crowd down. And I'm ready to lead this 2-minute drill down the field, score this touchdown, and let's go home. That's all. Whenever it snows, that's the feeling I get always, especially snow, fog. That's how I feel. Don't know why. I felt like that since I was 9 years old. And I still feel like that. I'll be 130, and I probably still feel the same way. Like, yeah, I got one more 2-minute drive. I got one more. But that's just me. Maddie said something about baseball stadiums, maybe because they are more unique than arenas and football stadiums. It is.
Yeah, because they all have different dimensions.
It is. It's something about some of the. Now I've been to Camden Yards. Camden Yards is a lot to take in. That's a lot to take in. Like, it's just like, wow. But it feels good being in there. And the boss BJ checking in. He said, 1 2-minute drill equals the doctor using skin and muscle from your upper thighs to rebuild your Achilles. That's why you stretch first, B. It's no run after catch. All sideline routes. That's all. That's it. Just give me enough time. Midnight Rider, get the ball, go out of bounds. We got 2 timeouts. That's it. We got to save 1 for the field goal. That's it. Just get out of bounds, Midnight Rider.
Oh boy.
All right, man. Let's get into this because we're gonna go down a rabbit hole. Former Utah Jazz coach and head coach of the WNBA's Utah Stars, Frank Layton, passed away yesterday at the age of 93. Some of you are familiar with him, not just as a coach, not just a general manager, but he also did what was the name of the show? Come on, where's that? What was the name? Dazzling Dunks and Basketball Bloopers with Marv Albert. That's how a lot of us found out about Frank Layton. You know, my generation. He had an NBA record of 277 and 294. He was only 4-11 in the NBA, in the WNBA. Coached the Jazz from 81 to 88 and the Stars from 98 to 99. He also moved upstairs with the Jazz, and he selected John Stockton, Karl Malone. He hired Jerry Sloan. Everything. I mean, all the success that you had in the 90s, the 80s and the 90s of Utah is because of Frank Layton. So, let's throw it to the gentleman Jack. Thoughts on Frank Layton then?
Yeah. You think about it. Frank Layden, Utah Jazz popped right in my head. Um, he was there when they drafted Malone and Stockton. Um, the Jazz, they was always that team that just couldn't get by the Lakers. Or who else was that in the West that gave them problems? Houston.
Yeah.
So
In the
I
80s, that would
just
have been, yeah.
yeah, I just remember him, and it's funny because it seemed like the coach that preceded him, who was that? Sloan?
No, Sloan came after him.
Yeah, okay, that's what I
Okay,
meant.
yeah.
Came after him. Seemed like the perfect type. Them two seemed like the same type. So it didn't seem like the organization changed too much during that. You know how sometimes they go new coach, new way, but it seemed like they kept his Layden's ways in Utah and just damn, they were so close so many times and just couldn't get no rings. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about Mr. Frank Layden. God bless him and his family.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't remember much about him because it was 81 to 88, so that was early for me. Um, I do remember Utah always being contenders for a stretch. Uh,
Hmm.
if I had to, I think the biggest thing I remember is the Sloan hire and them going with that. And I remember him having that 1 year in the WNBA. But I thought that Utah team was an expansion team, so that's why they struggled. Um, and then I don't remember why he stepped down or if he got fired or not. You remember that part, KG?
I'm not mistaken. I think he stepped down because he was only supposed to be there for that one season. I don't think he
Right.
was. It was anything other than that. Their first year, that was their second year in the league because they came in '97. He coached '98 to '99.
Okay.
Uh, and he came in. I think he was just an interim coach.
Okay. Makes sense.
Nothing, nothing really long term, I should say. So, and that was one of the original 8 teams that started in the league, and they are now the Las Vegas Aces.
Okay.
Oh,
They went from Utah to San Antonio as the Silver Stars to the Las Vegas Aces. Well, they went to the San Antonio Stars and then the Las Vegas Aces in 2018. And Joshua says, "True legend Frank Layden, R.I.P." Yes, indeed. Um, I knew him from being with Marv Albert on the dazzling dunks and the blooper reels. I mean, I watched that stuff all the time. That was my Saturday watching. To keep me involved in basketball, keep me in a basketball mood. So, but 93 years old, uh, full life, full life. Um, his
no doubt.
his number one is retired in Utah for him. Uh, with the Jazz. NBA Coach of the Year in 1984, coached the All Star Game in '84. The J. Walter Kennedy Citizenship Award, he won that in '84, and the Chuck Daly Lifetime Achievement Award, he won that in 2019, and he won
Okay.
NBA Executive of the Year in '84 as well. So, next up, coming home into DC, the Commanders unveiled their new old uniforms from the Super Bowl era. Uh, it's been a mixed reaction, but before we get to the mixed reaction, I need to know what my compadres, my fellow junkies, my brothers think. Jack, what you think of the Commanders' new uniforms?
I like it. I like it. It looked good. I like the way the stripes on the helmet look different. Yeah, it reminds me of the Over the Hill gang, Coach George Allen's squads of the '70s. Is what that reminds me of, and I think all the years you've seen it recent, in the past, has been to throw some flowers to them '70s Washington Redskins teams. Yeah, I like it. Looks like they're going to wear them for 3 games, and one of them
Yes.
will be the Dallas game. So I'm excited about that. I think it's nice for them to break it out. Something to keep getting us amped up for this year two of Washington Commanders JD5 football. And that's what I think about it. I'm sure Midnight Rider got something to say about it. What you think, Ben?
I like it. I like it because they made it the real burgundy, so it gives it that old school look. I think that's something people wanted in the transition. I think they'd have been happier with the Commander situation if the burgundy was burgundy instead of what they call the cranberry or whatever. I personally, I love the white jerseys that we wear now, and I love the red jerseys or the burgundy
Yeah.
ones. So I'm not bothered, but I like the fact they brought this back. And I think they're gonna come back with a burgundy one next year. And I think those become the two mains, and then they'll pick between what they have now and make one of them the alternates. So like 2027 going forward, I think you'll see the more classic look for this team.
As long as we don't get rid of the black uniforms we have, I'm good with that. I love our black uniform. I love that black on black with the black helmet. I love that. Um, as far as this new uniform goes, I'm gonna be honest. I love it. I absolutely love it. The way you worked in everything. Only thing is changed is the logo on the helmet. Instead of
Right.
having cheap two guns on there, boom, you just got the W, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the color scheme. People talking about, oh man, why we ain't do yellow pants? Because yellow pants wasn't Super Bowl era.
Right.
Yellow pants was the 70s. We're talking Super Bowl era. We're talking 81 on up. We're talking 81 to 92. That's Super Bowl era right there. 4 Super Bowls in 10 years. That's what we're talking about. It's a difference. But unfortunately, you can't please everybody because the bad part about this
Oh
is the
God.
amount of people. Oh, well, why don't we just bring the logo back? It's not real if you don't bring the logo back. Bring the Redskins name back. Yo, please get off of that. Every daggone post about the uniform, it would look good, but they got to put the logo back on there. We need to bring the name back. Daniel Snyder's just weak.
Incorporate the
And it's
feather.
not nobody I follow. It's if you look in the comments of every post about the daggone uniform, you got somebody crying in the daggone comments.
I give you this one. This one isn't your crazy groups that you in. I said the same thing. I actually I was listening to Chris Russell. What was that? Yesterday. And then they got into the name, and then I was like, all right, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And you know
I
what?
ended up switching over to Grant and Danny because whenever we start talking name, I just I tune out. I can't do it no more. I got name fatigue. I got logo fatigue. Chief Two Guns or Ayanaka, whatever his name is. I got that fatigue. I'm good.
I'm gonna tell you something. And I gotta. If you talk to Rooster anytime this week, tell him I said, keep doing what you're doing. Because he tweeted this. He said, for those that are still upset about the team not going back to Redskins, you have to move on. It's not happening. Embrace the now, embrace the future, embrace reality. They're doing as much as they can 2 years into connect the past. And I had to retweet and say, tell him, Rooster, talk to him. Talk to him. We gotta embrace the future. We gotta embrace the now. If you wanted to change it back to Redskins, you can't do it for another 3 to 5 years. It's not going to happen right now.
I don't think they're going to do it even then.
I don't think so either. But so many people are upset. Oh my God, why don't we change this? Just stop. A person that I don't agree with at all said it best. Yeah, they could change the name back if they wanted to, but winning cures everything. Well, that's what the commander in chief said. When he said that, I was like, I don't agree with him, but hey, Sometimes it's not about the messages. Sometimes it's the message. Winning cures a lot. We made it to the NFC Championship game as the Commanders. We got a fight song that rallies this team, this fan base. Let's run with that. Let's be happy with what we got. Jeez. Maddie says, I like them. They look sharp. Yes, man. I'm thinking about getting me a custom-made one now. I think I got a couple numbers I want custom-made. But that Bobby Wagner joint, I got to get me a Bobby Wagner. Definitely got to get me one of those. And J-Dub checking in. What up, everyone? What's happening, J-Dub? Good to see you.
Okay.
And to everybody that's watching and listening, I just wanted to throw out something before we go to our next topic. I wanted to tell you, thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again.
Okay.
I'm drinking out of my Golden Girls cup.
I know what you're kicking.
Yeah, you got to stay golden, baby.
Yeah.
Golden Girls cup.
Okay. If it was a little bit later, I had my Golden Girls pants on.
Can I do a quick PSA?
That's too much information.
Sure. To all those people that consume sports radio, that listen to shows about the Commanders, complain because they don't have an attachment to the team because the name changed. We don't have our name. They don't watch anymore. They don't go to games. For all of those people, I got 2 words for you. Bye, Felicia.
Deuces.
Bye, Felicia. Let the door hit you with a good Lord split you.
Oh, man.
Bye, Felicia. Sorry, KG.
Oh, no, don't be sorry. I thought you was going I thought you was going somewhere else because I was right there with you.
I saw it.
I don't ever know. I don't ever know where y'all going.
But I 1,000% agree with you. And
like if the name,
think about
or the colors are something
like
that simple that you
the
can.
way Midnight Rider put that.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying if the name or the colors.
I'm just saying it could have been worse. We could have had what happened with Cleveland.
Yeah. Come on. Wait, let's move on.
Let's jump into a Wimbledon update. We should be close to the championship. Gentleman Jack, take it away. Give me that Wimbledon update.
Well, the men still they're in the semifinals right now, and you got Jannik Sinner going against Novak Djokovic. Djokovic defeated Cavalli yesterday. Started out really tough, 6-7 in the first set, and then Djokovic just turned it on, went down, knocked him down, 6-2, 7-5, 6-4. The American gave Sinner what he could, and that was Ben Shelton, is who Sinner defeated, 7-6, 6-4, 6-4. I feel Shelton had a really good Wimbledon. I think he just needs a little bit more experience on his side. He's stand up. He's coming to every tournament. So let's hope we can get a rise on the men's side as far as trying to get some major championships here in the future. And then we got another American, Taylor Fritz.
Yep.
He defeated Kochkanov 6-3, 6-4, 1-6. I don't know what Fritz was doing there. He was drinking some Kool-Aid or something. And then they had one hell of a 4-set, 7-6. So Fritz is going to move on to face Carlos Alcaraz, who is the hottest player in the tournament, I feel, on the men's side. Alcaraz is showing why he's he's not the number one. I'm sorry, Sinner's number one seed in this, I believe. But Alcaraz has just been there knocking on the door every tournament. He comes out, and he defeated Nori 6-2, 6-3, 6-3. He just he's rolling right now. So the semifinal between Sinner and Djokovic will be Friday at 10 a.m. and the one You got to get up a little earlier to see Mr. Fritz play Alcaraz. That's at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. So they're going to set up for a Sunday finals on the men's side. Now the women, they got a Saturday semi, and the American upset the number one seed, uh, Anismova, Evan Anismova. Go ahead, then I right?
No, you good. Go ahead. This is your part of the show, baby.
Yeah, and she beat. I'm trying. The number one player's last name.
Is that Sabalenka?
Sabalenka, yes. Ariana Sabalenka, I think that's her first name.
Yes.
That was a hell of a match for her. I mean, 6-4, 4-6, 6-4. The women do best of three. The men do best of five sets. So,
right.
Man, she's coming out gangbusters. I mean, she was so surprised, but after watching the match, I'm like, how can you be so surprised? You played excellent. Then she goes against the. She'll be facing Iga Swiatek. I mean, these names kill me, man. Where's Matty Ice? She defeated Belinda Bennett. That was a quick match, man. 6-2, 6-love. So the American has her hands full, but I think she's going to put a great effort forward and hopefully come home with some hardware, man. One of them cups or dishes, but she automatically gets something because at Wimbledon they get a runner up, a right nice platter or something like that. So, she already got some Wimbledon hardware, and she's been through some stuff. The American, she was having some really emotional problems and stuff 2 years ago, and she just took off from tennis. And sometimes that's the best thing an athlete can do. Uh, Otherwise, you're going to eat yourself up from the inside out, burn yourself out. So she took time to shut down, and then she's reestablished her career, and she's playing for a Wimbledon title. That match will be tomorrow, Saturday, 11 a.m., and the winner will be the 8th consecutive first-time champ on the women's side. That's pretty amazing, and that shows you how wide open the women's side has been. The last American to win it was 2016, and that was Serena Williams. So there's a lot going on this week, and I like seeing new blood. It's just like the Indiana OKC basketball. You know, I love seeing new blood going for the ships. And it's been like this at Wimbledon, apparently, for the 8th year. So you guys check out any Wimbledon, any Wimbledon, any badminton, anything like that?
So I think I want to see another Skinner Alcaraz final on Sunday morning, like at 9 o'clock before we do the show. I want to have my little croissant, throw on a raspberry beret,
okay,
and watch the final.
Would it be the kind you find at a secondhand store?
That's the kind you gotta get.
Yes.
Oh man, I was waiting for that. I didn't know if the mute monster got you. But no, yeah, seriously. I want to see Alcaraz in center, and I want to see Amir Sanova. I want to see her win because I think that'd be a great redemption story. And I'm glad you touched on the fact that she walked away from it for a little while. And I think Osaka, I think that's her name, the young lady that used to be number one, that was battling depression and everything. I think she needs to do the same. I think she needs a just a 1 year where she doesn't do anything tennis related, and she can kind of come back refreshed. Because I think she needs a restart. I think she needs to restart her restart.
Yeah, no, not that I ever went through it or anything, but I've seen people go through it, and I've seen people not address it, and it's not healthy, man. It's not good for you. It's not good for the soul, the mind, the body. It's just not good. You need to shut it down. Same thing in life, you know. Maybe it's your job. I'm not saying quit your job, but you gotta, settle down and do this. Same thing, man. So
AG?
Didn't she take off? I mean, she just came back off what she took off for maternity leave. She had a baby.
Oh, did she? What are we talking about?
I'm talking about Osaka.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought she took off because she had a baby.
I thought she took off because of her depression.
She did that too.
Yeah.
wow.
But
Oh,
she
that's-
hasn't been right since. So I don't know what she need. Maybe I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, she had a
that's-
baby back in 23. Her and Corday.
Okay.
Okay.
Shout out
We'll
to
take your
Corday.
word for it.
Mm-hmm.
Suitland kid from the area. What do you say, Dario? Don't ever stop at the 7-Eleven on Benning Road.
Nah. Keep. Mm-mm.
I take it y'all ain't never listened to Corday, but okay.
Oh,
That's a good
Minnesota Avenue.
thought process. Like the way you think there, buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy, old buddy.
Next up, let's jump into some more NBA.
NBA.
OKC paying up. They've paid up $250 million to Chet Holmgren, fully guaranteed. That's his rookie extension. Jalen Williams got $287 million rookie extension. SGA, what did SGA get? Let me pull that up because he got paid too.
He got 287, I think.
Too high? Yeah, too high. Everybody's picking up bags right now.
It's
Man.
crazy, man.
Like I'm gonna do the math on that. Cause that right there, ooh, my goodness. 285. I'm gonna throw this to Jack while I do the math.
Oh gosh.
Jack, talk to me about these extensions.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do, Matt? Ho. You do that Bladensburg math. Tell me what you want
I'm
to do.
using the calculator this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a calculator. You ain't hear the calculator tapping? Come on, John. Yeah. So the Suns, they extended. They gave Booker $145 million extension. I don't know about that. It's 2 year, 145. I mean, Book's nice, but shit, he ain't got him nothing in the past 4 years they've been there. So, that's a lot of money. What do you think about that? Them throwing that much money at Booker.
I'd rather Booker get it than Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams. Dude, that calculator ain't that slow, bro.
They locking up chemistry over there, dude. Young chemistry, young talent. You know how young they are and how much chemistry they have, dude? I'd do the same thing. I'd done the same thing.
Speaking of that, though, Jack, I don't know if you saw this. But at the end of their summer league game, their summer league team, I guess they won on the last second shot, and they came over to the announcer.
Not today.
Post game interview, and they do exactly like the big team, what the regular team does. Everybody's at the interview. They do the towel thing. They all stand there together in one group. So I like that.
Creating the brand.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. That's called culture.
Correct. And
now,
you do the small things in big ways, you get results.
Agreed. Now, after I did the math here, I did the math. I did the knowledge. 3 players. $822 million in guaranteed money. $822 million. That's life changing just by itself.
That's franchise changing. What you mean life changing?
Yeah.
I mean, you say a franchise that can make or break a franchise. If they never win another championship, is it really franchise changing? What if they never get out of the first round after this year? Just hypothetical. Not wishing anything bad on them. Just hypothetical.
When's the last time OKC won a championship? They never had one.
OKC has never won a championship.
There you go. So the fact that you got one, there are teams that's in the NBA that don't have any. So you got one. So even what you doing this extension, you just means you believe in what you put together. Sam Presti is doing amazing things, and if you only end up with one, it's a disappointment, but it's still franchise altering.
I'm it's nothing I can say. I don't have anything I can say. Because I mean, that's just it's a lot of money to be paying out. Now, what does that put them when it comes to the cap and that first apron, that second apron, and all of that? Because I'm looking at I'm looking on Sport Track. Right now it says $193,028,343 in total cap allocations, because I guess everything else ain't taken over yet.
Right.
They're negative 38 million in cap space. Now they have a first apron of 8 million. Their second apron is 20 million.
But because they're their own players, don't they get an exemption for that? Like that's the part we gotta get us that's what we gotta find.
A capologist.
A capologist. A sideline junkies capologist.
Hey, we're gonna put the beacon out there. We need a capologist.
We're gonna put it on what's the joint? Indeed. We're gonna put it on Indeed.
Yeah, that we can do that. Career builder on monster.com, something like that.
Yeah. Pay life experience.
J-Dub said crazy, but they all deserve it. Get that money, young fellas. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, Chet Holmgren is giving you 15 and 8. 248 million, just a whole lot for 15 and 8.
No, 250.
Still. 15 and 8.
And he's giving you 15 and 8 with 2 assists and shooting 49% from the floor.
I don't know, bro. I get it.
But when I said that, when I said, hey, guys making 15, scoring 15 points a game and they getting 30, 40 million a year, like, what are we doing here?
Hey. I mean, Herb Jones just got 3 years, 68 million on his extension.
Who?
Does anybody? Herb Jones.
Again, who?
Exactly. Exactly.
I know who Herb Williams is, but Herb Jones, who?
Hey.
You crazy.
So now we had this thing here, Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. This was I want to say this is 2018, 2019. We had this thing and we put it all together. We did the numbers and we were all gonna go and play for the Knicks because the Knicks had money. And even at that time, we weren't even trying to command 30, 40 million a year. We was only looking for 5 or 6 million a year. We was going to play for the Knicks at a discount. But if we know we could get this type of money to give up 15 points, bro, I'd be sitting living large. I could score 15 points.
Man, it's a good thing I wasn't with y'all then. I'd have messed the whole deal up. Because I'd just asked for a Crown Royal fountain on the side of the court. So when I come off,
little juice, huh?
Yeah, I can just give me some Crown. You know what I'm saying?
Done. That's all you heard. Done.
I don't know who the coach is, who was in that time, but whoever it was.
Who's the coach there? I don't even remember, man.
The only thing I do is give me an assistant. I need an assistant to hold my crown while I go play for a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back, right?
Oh, yeah. Man.
I'm going to go down, shoot this jumper, turn this ball over. I'll be right back. Don't worry about it. Ain't going to leave me in long.
Oh, well, look. That was under Fizdale.
Oh, Fizz? Oh, man. Y'all lucky y'all to see me at the games because I'd have been hanging out with Fizz because Fizz had a fine wife. So I know she got some fine friends. They like, where BC at? He in the suite.
He's supposed to be down on the floor.
He in the suite.
He in the town of going up to the suite. So,
Which suite
hey, y'all. Did y'all hear about MJ's house up in Highland Park, Illinois?
I saw it. I didn't read it.
It's been on the market 12 years. and it sold for 9.5. It was listed in 2013, 29 million. So sounds like somebody got an all right deal there for 9.5. It's a 32,000 square foot home on 7 acres. I don't know if y'all ever been in a house that big before, man. It's nuts. My sister in law's old house was 30,000, a little bit less than 30,000 square feet. It's like you're in a office building or something, or it's just too big to think of it as a house. So it was built in 1995. It's got 17 and a half bathrooms. The hell you need that many bathrooms for?
Hey man,
So
Yes.
they're talking about, huh?
somebody gotta
Easy
take a shit
access.
somewhere.
So they're
Hey,
talking
when
about possibly
that
making.
thing start prairie dogging, you sometimes you can't hold it back.
Oh yeah. Nah, turtle head ain't working. Nope.
Yeah.
So they're talking about doing some Airbnb,
Yep.
booking a minimum 7 night stay, limited to 12 guests, 7 nights. You got to sign liability waiver, and you got to drop $25,000 deposit. They talking about it's going to be in the middle six figures to work with this. So damn, I mean, if money was just rolling out of my pockets and falling everywhere, I'd probably book that Joker. I'd probably book it. Lay up in Mike's crib for a week. What y'all think?
Yeah, I'm with you, dog. Let's go.
From
Yeah, I
from the
mean,
videos
hold on.
I seen,
I gotta move some things from my checking to my savings,
Got
but
the
I
down
got,
payment?
yeah, I got you. 20
Hmm?
35. Here we come.
Oh, okay. Got you.
from what I
I'm still
seen,
here.
they have it got a little water damage, but I don't know why it sat on the market so long. I wanted to buy it, but
They
I
was
don't have
asking
the
too
money to
much.
buy it. Yeah,
Yeah, they was
but
asking too
whoever
much,
got it,
man.
they got to steal. You said they sold for 9 million.
9.5. And like I
Man,
say, they
Nine.
I was only short 9.45 million. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, my sister in law, she sold hers, and it took her probably about 4 or 5 years to sell it. And yeah, she sold hers right there around the 8 million. So she's on it. Well, no, she was a little bit more, but she's on Lake Erie, right on Lake Erie. So she got a little more pride for the water. Um, I don't know where Mike's at, but he's got basketball courts, tennis courts, putting greens, movie theater, cigar lounge, humidors. That place is laid out to be played out.
Don't forget the sauna,
Yep. Got the sauna, got the cold
the sauna
chill.
and the
Got everything.
workout room. I'm in the weight room.
Oh, yeah. That's what my sister-in-law got in her new house. She got that ice joint, that cold treatment joker.
The cold tub.
Uh-uh.
Ooh,
Yeah. Nah,
The cold
JC
tub
ain't
or the
nowhere.
cryotherapy.
Cold tub,
Okay.
not the crown. No, cold tub. But either one, I ain't doing it. Mm-mm. They should be moving in soon. They had it built from the ground up, new place, and it's fat. It's fat, and it's a little bit closer to the lake house, so that's nice too. Uh, Always fun visiting uh, the Kubu family, the Pfeiffer slash Kubu family. You ever at Clemson University, you go to the business side, you'll see the Pfeiffer building. Nice donation to Clemson University. They treated us like kings. It was amazing. I like it down there. I like it down south, man. South Carolina is a beautiful state.
Hey KG,
Hello.
yes,
when
sir.
we get to the roundup, remind me stadium.
Okay,
Mm.
get to a couple of comments real quick. If the
Stadium.
rumors are true,
Stadium. Midnight
the
Riders,
Heat are
our
going to
stadium
trade
correspondent.
stadium's correspondent. Anthony said if the rumors are true that the Heat are going to trade Bam, who's the best team for him in terms of the return that he can
Ooh.
get and system fit? That's a good question.
Why would they get rid
Well,
of
I
him?
mean, you can't. The problem is going to be when you trade Bam, you don't have to give up a lot of. You got to think of teams with pick assets because Miami's going to want picks to reset their system because I'm guessing this is part of a reset. And you moving forward with Hero. When a hero comes along, just I
He
mean,
not.
I think they got to figure something out because I think Miami's just treading water right now. They're in that danger zone
Right.
of where you're good, but you're not good enough to be a contender, and you're not bad enough to be a pretender.
Okay.
They're doing
I'm
that
gonna
dirty
ask a
dance
question.
with the devil in the pale moonlight.
I'm gonna ask a question. Would you trade Bam for Embiid?
I mean, I don't think Miami would want Embiid. He wouldn't fit
Mm-mm.
their.
Philly
Nah,
could use Embiid, but
they could
I
use
mean,
him,
I
but
mean, I mean, Embiid. He merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it, bred in it.
molded by it. J Dub said
oh
the
my
chemistry is
god,
right with their OKC team. Not gonna break that up. That would be dumb too.
oh my god, we gotta get on this next one, man. I'm sorry. Ooh, I don't
I got a
agree with
couple.
this one.
Anthony said, I believe Jalen Brunson is the most overpaid high-end starter. That's not a superstar or a star in the league. It's just the New York Knicks are paying him like he's a superstar. I think
He
Brunson is a
carried.
star. That's how Brunson
He is.
commanded that money.
Thank you. He's carried the Knicks for the past 2 years. You're crazy if you don't think Jalen Brunson's a superstar in this league, man. You're nuts. I'm sorry, bro. I like a lot of stuff you say, Anthony, but I disagree with this one, bro.
No. You
You
don't.
think
You don't disagree. You respectfully disagree.
That's kind of what I said. I kind of said that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm just helping you out. You know how it is.
I hear you.
J Dub said, I can't believe OKC's front office knows more than we do. Well, they wouldn't have given him that money. And I'm talking about Chet. Yeah.
Still 15-8, bruh. It's just. I know what you're saying, Jack, and it makes sense to do the extension. It's the 245 or the 250, and it's 15-8. Like I always thought the NBA priced itself into a lockout. Like these prices are going to price them into a lockout when because the thing that's going to happen is this TV money going to change up, or they're going to have to find other streams. And if that dies out, that's going to change the whole game.
All right. Anthony said you're gonna have to get a second mortgage on your house to even afford that price for the per night for the Airbnb.
Hey, Anthony, don't be checking my pockets, dog. Be checking my pockets, bruh.
And he
Get
said,
out of the
hell to the
pocket.
no. Joel is way too injury prone. Yeah. Joel Embiid, in my opinion, this is my opinion. In my opinion, only my opinion does not reflect anybody else sitting on the panel or anybody else affiliated with the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. But Joel Embiid has turned into a big baby. If he goes to the lane and he feels he's been fouled, seeing a grown man jump up and down and stomp in the middle of the floor like a little kid instead of getting back on defense, it's probably one of the worst things in basketball that I could ever see. And I've had my shot blocked. And when you get your shot blocked, the first thing you want to do is get back down on defense and either block their shot, get a rebound, and come back and put them on the block. You got to do something. But Embiid is one of the main culprits that does this. And it's just like, no. I'm good. I'm good. Anthony said Brunson wasn't even a starter when he was with Dallas. He was coming off the bench, and Dallas messed up.
Man.
Dallas, when he left Dallas was pissed because they let talent go.
Yes, he
It
got
don't
better
matter.
every
That don't matter.
year
But
in
this
Dallas.
kid, go ahead. I'm sorry, Jack. I apologize. Go.
No, he got better every year in Dallas. He left Dallas averaging 16 a game and ain't looked back since. The way I see it,
Mm-hmm.
been in New York for 3 seasons and it's just blowing up, 24 points and up, man. You're wrong on Brunson, man. Brunson's a dog, and if anybody wants to say he's hurt, man, my boy plays hurt more than he sits out. So that dude's a dog. Next subject.
Matty Ice checking in again. He said Seattle's Woo has a no through 6 at Yankee
Woo!
Stadium.
Sorry.
Wow, Yankees almost got
I'm gonna go ahead
no
and
a
say it
little
now.
while ago.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. You will not no the Yankees at home.
Mm.
Yeah, watch.
I don't
Top
know.
of 7.
Uh,
Who's throwing for the
Anthony
Yankees?
said the only difference between Joel and Greg Oden is Joel didn't get the injuries till his second year in the league. No, he was hurt coming in the league.
It hurt. Yeah, it hurt coming out of. Didn't he come out of Kentucky?
Yep.
Yeah, he was hurt coming out of there.
But you know what happens? Because if he does get the no, then Seattle would make the Yankees a woo woo woo. When you woo,
no. On the no. What's up? You know how me and Ben roll.
Exactly.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Baby.
I ain't got shit to say. Jack, you got
Now,
an
we didn't
update
need
on
the
Cooper Flag versus Bronny?
Yo.
Right now, Dallas. Oh man, my TV froze. I don't know what the score is.
It's 45-39.
Okay.
Flag started out slow, 0 for 2, but yeah, he letting you know he a baller. He hasn't been dominant, but basically he's showing you can play. And
right.
Bronny came out, hit his first shot. I don't know what Bronny has at this point. But Flag has there was a 2-minute stretch where Flag just kind of showed you he came out, stole the ball, got a dunk, came back and hit a tough fadeaway, and then on an inbounds came back and hit another dude with the little. He didn't hit him with the. He hit him with the he, and then so a little bit of area. So and now they're going to the half. So at the half it's 47-43. Until the Lakers players are trying not to let Flag get off, but
I got some scores.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Some point scores.
If Flag plays another game in this summer league, the Dallas Mavericks should be shot. You've seen enough tonight. Let's go ahead and just let him. He can stay there. He can hang out, but we good. You don't need him. You don't need him to be here much longer, KG.
I mean, I'm not saying. What, you gonna wrap the boy in bubble wrap? You gonna turn him into bubble boy?
No, I'm not wrapping him in bubble wrap. It's just that's my star player. I don't need him out here with dudes that's trying to prove themselves by trying to make a name against him.
Yeah, I'm with that too.
That's what I don't need. I don't need him taking unnecessary because the dude gonna be extra physical with him because he's trying to prove a point, and then that could end up in a foul. That way he comes down on the guy's foot, or the guy doesn't take care of him and hits him in the air because he's trying to show out. You don't need that. Go ahead and put him to the side. You know what you got. Kyrie at the game. Right. Kyrie seen it. They good. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. No. Mama and them, they seen him. He good. Go ahead and if he got to go to Cancun, go to Cancun, dog. It's all good.
Go to Puerto Rico.
Oh!
Thank you. And it's just like Shaq's daddy was doing in Shaq's last year. In Shaq's last year, remember his daddy was like, man, I'm not letting my boy play no more games because these guys just trying to prove themselves and they fouling the hell out of him. And yeah, you're right. I was thinking he played 2 no matter what, is what I was thinking.
But I can live with that. But no more than that.
We got Lakers 47-43 at half. Dalton Connect has 6 points. Dalton's 2 for 4 from three. Bronny James is 1 for 3 from three, and he has 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And Cooper Flag has 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Nemhard is running. He's got 12 points. That's his brother, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull his name. It won't let me. I don't know his first name, fellas. But yeah, I expect to see him maybe one more game. But he's got a hell of a slate lined up. He's got
At the
Con
most.
Knipple coming up. He's got Clayton coming up, and he's got that AJ boy coming up. So he's got like 3 consecutive games against top 5 picks. So you know the hype's going to be large. Can Dallas handle it the way as they supposed to, or are they going to go get wrapped up in the hype and
You know, Dallas is gonna
possibly
say
playing too much?
they're gonna look at Cooper and say, "You good? It's been real."
Well,
And
Anthony got a question for Jack. He said, Jack, do you think it would make more sense for the Marlins to trade both Sandy and Edward in 2 separate trades, or one trade together to get the maximum return?
Who's Edward?
yeah, I don't know who the ever guy is, but
I know he's talking about Sandy and Alcantara. And Alcantara, if you trade him, then that means you're doing you're going back a step in the rebuild. And that makes
who's going to
sense.
give you that much?
But what do he's gonna get you a lot. Edward Cabrera. Okay.
But who's going to give it to you? Well, ain't going to get it from one team, I don't think.
No, you can get a lot. I mean,
It'll be a
Alcantara
multi-team trade.
is enough of a talent that he can get you. I'm not gonna say a Soto type of deal, but he can get you a deal where you get 2 quality prospects, maybe 3, in a trade. Maybe a top 10 in the organization, a top 20, and a top 30, and you'll be okay. Because he's a solid pitcher. He struggled a little bit this year, but Alcantara could be an ace in the right program. I think part of his record is because he pitches for Miami, and that's why he doesn't get the run support, doesn't get the help. Cabrera, I remember, but I think Cabrera is another person that I don't think he brings you much back, and I don't think you can put both of them in the same deal. I think you do 2 separates, and you try to make it work that way.
Definitely. Someone making a playoff push is definitely going to go after Sandy. Definitely.
Yeah. Like I think honestly, a team like the Yankees, because all you got is Max Fried. I don't know what Garrett Cole's situation is. But if Garrett Cole isn't coming back, or there's maybe, or even Rondon, I think that's a situation where Alcantara can be a Yankee. I think he could be in the West, Seattle always loves pitching, covers pitching. I just don't know who Seattle gets up. Say that again.
Depends on who comes back. And it depends on who comes back healthy for the Dodgers staff. Dodgers could probably use a pitcher.
Here's a team. Now, here's a team. If they make the commitment, the Orioles can use a guy like Alcantara to add him into that staff, and that would give them a legitimate one. And because they're trying to make a run and they're trying to get back in the mix. Hammer, I am.
He put me in the mix.
There you go.
Anthony said a lot of GMs anonymous. He say that they don't care how badly Sandy is performing before the deadline. They're willing to give up the farm for him. But Miami is looking for kids 20 and younger that are far away from the major. And he said that the Dodgers are apparently a favorite for Sandy.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think about this, man. He talking about a Dodgers team that they just got Glasnow back. They got a bunch of pitchers and a bunch of guys that are sitting on the IR, IL, DL, whatever it's called. So they're going to be in the mix for a lot of people. The Dodgers are going to be the head. Basically, if you can breathe, and you can throw a fastball across the plate, you're gonna be rumored to the Dodgers.
Comment from Andy said, with SGA, do you guys think he has the same deadly crossover that you saw with Tim Hardaway Sr., or was Tim a little bit more erratic with his crossover? That's what made it deadly. Let me take this one.
Yeah, please.
See the difference with the crossovers you see now as opposed to the crossovers you saw with Tim Hardaway, Isaiah Thomas. Everything was in the box. That's where they operate. They operated in the box. So these guys now, they're all wide outside the box. Since Iverson, everybody operates outside the box. Tim Hardaway's killer crossover, the UTEP two-step, for those that are uninitiated, was never erratic, never wild. It was bop, bop, go to the bucket. That's it. These guys are bop, bop, back up, bop, bop, back up, bop, bop, back up. Nah, it's bop, bop, go to your point, or get rid of it, something. It's all movement that's deliberate. SGA's crossover, no matter how good it is, will never be as good as Tim Hardaway. It'll never be in the same league, the same continent, the same conference, the same hemisphere. It'll never be anywhere near it.
But his crossover step back, that's pretty nasty. And you can't compare that to many people because, step back thing, that's new. But yeah, you can't.
Paul Pierce been doing it for years.
Not as nice as this. Yeah,
it's not as. I was going to say he's the 2.0 version of Paul Pierce.
It's nice
because when you get him to that elbow, you might as well get Dandy Don Murray to start singing "Goodnight, Sweetheart" because it's time to go because he's draining that jump shot. I used to tell Tim Watkins this all the time. I was like, yo, when Paul Pierce gets to that elbow, it's good night, Irene. It's over. It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's as much as in the bag as you can get. And I used to love watching guys like Kobe, the infamous shot with him on and I hate that I'm giving the Celtics this much credit, but that infamous shot with him and Al Harrington, where they're talking trash back and forth, and he's just like, yo, I don't know what they're saying to each other, but he pulls up and just lets that go. You just know it's cash because he talked himself into his bag. And then when he got to his bag, it's like, good night. It's like he shot it. I was like, it's over. Here's a topic. We can save it for Sunday or we can do it on Tuesday. There's a guy that you loved, that you liked, that you thought was going to be much better than he played in the NBA. I got one already on the tip of my tongue.
I got quite a few.
So it's a guy, basically, if you saw him in college, you saw his high school tape, you thought he was going to be a dog. But unfortunately, when he got to the NBA, it never translated. It's like Luther's curl. When Big Luther had that curl and it just ain't quite curl, that's what we talking about. So a player that you looked at, you was like, man, like in your mind, you was like, if you was in the park, you know what I'm saying? You shot your shot. Instead of saying Kobe, you might have said Sidney Moncrief, but that's not the person that fits in this mantra. Or you could have said some other guys. I'm not going to say my guy because I know my guy.
No,
I know actually two of my guys. Actually, I got three. So let's make it a three guys that, yeah, you thought was going to be legit. Actually, make it a five because I got my five now.
5 piece.
All right, let me write down 5 guys. We're gonna get to these comments, then we gotta get to this. We gotta get to this last topic before we get out of here.
When are we doing this?
Let's do it Sunday.
Big show Sunday. Got a big show. And I was trying to throw this pitching for the Dodgers at you, man. Kopech's IR, Trenning's IR, Snell's IR,
yep,
Sasowski's IR, Jarvis is IR. Gonsolin, Tony Gonsolin's IR. Evan Phillips, Kyle Hurt. I can't say that boy's name. Graterol, Bruster Graterol, River Ryan, uh, Galelos, uh, Michael Grove, Gavin Stone. I mean,
Yep.
that's a shitload of pitchers, man. And I only
They got
think
they
two
got
of them might come back.
there's
They got six
there's
Tommy
like
Johns.
there's 4 teams with like 12 at least 12 pitchers on like their IL.
Yep. Yep. Okay. We're gonna do that on Sunday. Five
Yes, sir.
ballers. Got you. Yeah, that sounds good. I've been wanting to do some lists. But we got
Uh,
MLB All Star Game and Home Run Derby to discuss Sunday as well.
So
yes,
Sunday,
sir.
let's also get the list of the home run people. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think
Sneak
it's
picks.
depending on who's in the room. If it's three of us, we're gonna do a draft. Each person drafts 3 players, and whoever wins the thing, they just win the bragging rights.
There's only four in it.
Nah, it's more than that now.
You sure? I saw a
Mhm.
list today.
You gotta
Said
double check
four.
because I know Brett Rooker or somebody just jumped in today. We might be
Okay.
at 6.
All right.
If they can get up to
Hometown boys
9,
playing, right?
if they can get up to 9, that'd be perfect for us to do maybe a 3-round draft with 3 people.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm trying. Where's ESPN on here? Shit, I hate Major League Baseball.
All right, quick comments real quick. Then we gotta get to this
Yeah.
last topic. Anthony said, "I'm a Heat fan unless I was watching the wrong highlights and I was thinking Tim Hardaway. The crossover Tim Hardaway had was erratic. That was probably him and Isaiah Thomas had 2 of the best handles in the league at the time. A couple of other guys that I won't mention because Midnight Rider waiting for me to do it. And I'm not gonna give them satisfaction. So, but
I
it
don't
was
know
a
what you're
couple
talking
of
about,
other guys that had tight handles back then.
KG, this is a no judgment zone. This is tree of trust.
He also asked, come on. I hear you. He said, "Is there any point guard in the league that you guys think has a very compact crossover that you saw with Tim and Isaiah?" No, everybody's
Kyrie.
outside of the box now.
I
No,
think
Kyrie's
Kyrie.
even outside of the box.
I don't know how big that box is, but I like Kyrie's.
Well, of course I love Kyrie because I mean, look who his mentor was.
Of course.
Of
Go
course,
ahead.
but I'm not gonna say because I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction.
Who's his mentor?
I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction.
No, I want to know.
His godfather.
I mean, why would you bring up a topic and then leave our fans who don't know who he is in limbo? You're doing a disservice.
It was the great Rod Strickland.
Okay.
It was the great Rod Strickland, one of my favorite point guards. I'm sorry, one of my favorite point guards of all time.
Oh boy.
Andy says we always talk about Larry Bird in terms of trash talking, but in your guys' opinion, who was the most underrated trash talker from the 80s and 90s that nobody talks about much anymore? Dennis Rodman.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think if I had to do something, it would be I think Reggie talked a lot of trash and people. No, Tim Duncan. I'll give him credit in this one. I'll actually acknowledge Tim Duncan on this because I think he talked trash to people, and maybe he wouldn't fit in the 80s and 90s, but Timmy talked to people.
Yeah.
He still ain't shit because he played for the Spurs, but.
What I got, guys, I still been looking into that home run derby. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right now. Acuna, Cal Raleigh, James Wood, Junior Caminero, O'Neal Cruz. That's a bad mamma jamma. O'Neal Cruz, Cruz, he reminds me to Ellie De La Cruz. They just some little skinny jokers, got quick wrists. Uh, Byron Buxton and Brent Rooker from the A's. I like Brent Rooker, but I'm not sure he's the home run guy for us. Wouldn't it be nice to see a corner do it in the hometown?
So then all we do is we instead of, so dude, this is very flexible. So instead of doing 3 rounds, we do 2 rounds. We do a snake, we do a snake draft, 2 rounds, and then the 7th just goes to the world.
Craig.
The world.
Yeah, I'm with that. There might even be an ad. I don't know.
Dude,
we'll have it on Sunday.
Dude, I used to work at Enterprise. I can make anything a gambling event.
Anthony said his guy is Christian Leitner. Maddie said Wu threw 7 under 90. Now set under 90 pitches. Oh God,
that's crazy.
Anthony said CP3. Chris Paul's good, but I think in my opinion, Chris Paul's good. I just think he's overrated in a lot of people's books. But that's my opinion.
What?
It's my opinion. I think Chris Paul's overrated.
Go back to Rod Strickland. Go back to Rod.
That sounds like my
I love Chris Paul. I like Chris Paul's story.
Don't get me wrong, I love him. He's overrated to me.
I don't know whether it was high school. I think it was high school. His granddaddy died or something.
Yes.
And he scored 63 points or something and he wanted to come out of the game because that's how old his granddaddy was or something.
That's exactly what it is. That's the story. You nailing it, Jack Carr. That's the story.
Mm-hmm. That's what touched me the best about it. And that's a long time ago. Chris Paul been in the league a minute. So, yeah, I don't know how anybody say Chris Paul not overrated, bro.
What's that?
Just my opinion.
A little bit underrated, if you ask me.
But people are calling him. I remember at one point in time, people were calling him the best point guard, and he was a point guard. I'm like, nah, he's not. If I had to name, if people put him in the top 5, he's not top 5 point guard.
Whoa, time out. Giving away content.
Okay. Put a pin in that.
Throw that in the subject. And then we try to whatever that bucket of topics we got, that bowl, we gotta go in the fish bowl next week.
Yeah.
So if you see fish bowl in the chat next week, that means we gotta pull one of the things out of the pins that we put in the air. We gotta make that a topic. We'll make it dealer's choice.
Gotcha. Anthony said my underrated trash talk is Anthony Mason. A lot of people say he would say stuff that would get into your head. Yeah.
All right.
And Maddie said going to the bottom of the 8th and a no. Oh, come on, y'all. Y'all got to do something.
Maddie just has no coof today. I mean, Maddie's just breaking all
it in,
the
man.
rules. He's breaking all the no rules. We can't talk about the no during the no.
That's why I know.
That's a no.
It's not going to happen.
It's a no. Exactly, Jack. It's a no to talk about a no during a no.
Can't talk about a no during a no. That's a no.
Exactly.
Well, question of the night, really, really quick. Kenya Martin said something on Gil's Arena, and I believe it's true, but I wanted to hear you gentlemen's thoughts on it. He said that basketball is starting to become like golf, tennis, and even baseball, where it's becoming to the point where if you don't have money, you're not going to be successful at it. Because a lot of kids are playing these travel leagues, AAU, and you got to have money to play AAU. And by the game evolving to this point where if you don't have money, you can't play, it's taken away from the chances that the kids in the inner city are getting to play on a professional level, on a collegiate level, because if they don't have the means for the private trainers and the AAU's dues and all of that, they don't get a chance. They don't get looked at anymore. And I wanted to see if you gentlemen agreed with that.
Would you like me to start this, Jack, or you got it?
I can. Let me start something. Talking about the kid, if you ain't got money, you're not gonna be able to ball out. So that's basically what you're saying.
Well, you're not gonna get any notice because you're not all the
Yes,
shine doesn't you don't get the shine in high school anymore. High school teams are depleted because of AAU.
unless you the man. Unless you the man. But in the whole AAU and the travel ball, I found that if kids got that talent, they get some money somewhere. They get sponsored in. They get coaches throw a damn fundraiser. The top talent ain't missing out on all this high level ball and exposure. They're not, no matter what their financial situation is. If they that good, there's a way to get them on that ball team. Believe me. And I'm not saying it's cheating or bending rules. I'm just saying, ain't nobody gonna let a solid above average, let's say plus above average talent, not play because of financial reasons. It's just not going to happen. Midnight Routing?
I mean, I think that I agree with that, but I was gonna say the other part is I think the way
Mm-hmm.
that schools are recruiting now, I think if you don't do the circuits, you just have to do the like I've watched a lot of kids in the last couple of weeks commit to smaller schools. And I think the way this thing is going is you commit to the small school, you play immediately, you get your numbers up, and then in 2 years or maybe 3 years, you get the big deal to go to a big school. You know, I forgot the kid. I think the kid's name was Rice. That was at Maryland last year. He was at like a
Yeah,
smaller
yeah.
school, and then he came to Maryland, and then I think he's either at Villanova or he's in Tennessee, one of the two places. Because you know, you play ball, you get noticed, you get seen, and boom, you move. So I don't, I get what he's saying, because maybe you don't get the elite looks, but I think you get the looks no matter what, because they looking for ballers. The hunt for ballers is out there, and you may not have the most elite opportunity, but what you got to do is take advantage of the opportunity you do get. And I think that's what people got to start teaching these kids right now is may not be, you know, you might be looking for getting Carolina, Duke, or Kentucky, but sometimes you got to settle for Iona, you know what I'm saying? And then if Iona makes the tournament, that's when your time to shine. Or if St. Peter's makes the tournament, that's your time to shine. Like that's where these kids gotta there's a famous saying out there that if you can ball, they'll find you. And there's another great movie that says if you build it, they will come. So if you build the
Okay. No
structure of a
hitters.
good ball player, somebody will come to find you. They may come through the corn stalks, but they will come and find you. Sorry, KG.
It's
It
okay,
looked like the
but I
no
just
hitters
want to say
broke
this.
up.
Yep, Maddie said that he said Chisholm got a hit to start the eighth. Thank you,
I like
thank
Chisholm.
you, thank you. I wish I could have put a parlay in on that. So say no, the no hitter would be broke up soon. I wish I could have did that.
By Jazz. By
You
your boy
wouldn't
Jazz.
you wouldn't put a parlay on that. That's just a bet, KG.
That was just a bet. Okay, then that's a bet.
Yeah, that's just a bet.
I don't gamble, so I don't know.
We know. That's why we trying to help you here.
Hey, Midnight Rowdy, he gonna put a parlay on that joint and tease it. He gonna tease it. End up shelling out all kind of money now. I thought that was only a $5 bet before you parlayed and teased it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm gonna say this. I think Kenyon Martin's right, but now Jack, Midnight Rider, you guys are right too. Because if you can ball, you're gonna get found. They'll come to you. But if you look at
Mm-hmm.
high school basketball, the stars of the area, nobody plays in the area anymore. Like if let's just use PG County. The guys that play at, let's just say they play at Crossland. Those guys play at Crossland. Crossland could be a good team. Crossland could be a great team. But it's going to come a time where they're going to poach their best players, and their best players are going to play AAU, and they're not going to play high school basketball because they have the money to play, to pay the trainers and the AAU fees. So guess what? You just made Crossland a little bit weaker because you took their best guys. So
I
they
don't
got to
think a lot of
recruit
these
harder.
guys. I hear
Well,
you, KG, but I don't think a lot of these kids abandon their high school teams to that nature because you're not. I mean, I think there's a level of still playing high school basketball for some of these kids, and maybe that's not the elite of the elite, but I mean, you got to think about schools like what was it, Cooper Flag? We're talking about Cooper Flag tonight. I think he played at like Mount Verdi.
IMG.
Oh, IMG. Okay,
And did
but
he go to IMG too?
you know, I mean, these kids find a way to get to schools to still
They
play.
go there. Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
just the way that before we had this big boom of AAU, just the way they went to Oak Hill Academy. Everybody went to Oak Hill Academy. How many stars have came through Oak Hill Academy?
A lot.
That's like
what
Kevin
IMG
Durant.
and Mount Verde is now. He
Yeah,
went to Mount Verde.
listen, IMG is another one. Kevin Durant. Most people can't tell you what high school he went to.
Montrose Christian.
Well, of course you know because you know. I said most people, but now for him to
Didn't
grow
he
up in
grow up
Seat
in Capitol
Pleasant,
Heights? Oh, Seat
yeah, for
Pleasant.
him to grow up in the Seat Pleasant, Capitol Heights area, but you go to Montrose Christian, and he also went up to he went to National Christian Academy in Fort Washington. He went to Oak Hill, Montrose Christian. He went to 3 different high schools.
Well, National Christian.
I didn't know that.
That was a. I'm not going to besmirch the name of any good programs, but that was a basketball school.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But now this is my point. He's from Seat Pleasant. If you live in Seat Pleasant, and if the boss BJ's listening, Isaiah, Delonte, you guys are listening, you can tell me I'm lying. You either go to Bladensburg or you go to Duval. I think. Is it Bladensburg or Duval? It's one or the other. But it's 2 schools you go to in that area. He didn't touch neither one of those schools.
But that's because he was
Fairmont Heights, yeah. It was Fairmont Heights or Bladensburg. He didn't touch neither one of those schools. Right?
That's because he's a top tier talent. So he's probably, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that the Mather was at his games. I wouldn't doubt St. John's called him. I wouldn't doubt that yeah. You know, they just trying to figure out how much of a commute he want to take to get to school.
Okay. Now let me tell you the flip side.
Yep. A lot of them do it.
Let me tell you the flip side.
Or they say, hey, hold on. Or they say, all right, we know you live here. We got a family that'll take you in and let you live with them, so that way you ain't gotta get up at 5 a.m. You get up at 7, come and do your thing.
Well, you know, they got it going on. My boy Steve Hood, take for example, he lived right across from New Carrollton Mall, up there off of Riverdale Road and 450 in them apartments. He would catch the F4 Metro, come on down East West Highway, get off on Route 1, walk about 5 blocks to DeMatha. He stop at 7-Eleven, play some Donkey Kong with us every once in a while, you know. But yeah, Steve lived right below my cousin Tim's dad's house in New Carrollton. And then even talking more about that, DeMatha baseball is over here on the shore. There's a bus that comes through Kent Island during school time, 5:30, picks up about 8 kids and takes them to Hyattsville. That's how it is now. They send the transportation for you, KG. Some of the bigger schools. It's not like when Steve had to catch the F4. He'd probably be in a limo today. But yeah, that's the story I remember because, like I said, we would talk to Steve all the time, and he'd be shooting on that hoop with no nets out there by the pool with no water. It was New Carrollton, but he used to catch the F4 every morning, man, to go down to Route 1 and walk 6 blocks to DeMatha. And many players did that back in the day, coming from D.C., coming from near Baltimore. They all caught public transportation or their parents. Nowadays, man, these big schools, they send vans out to get you. So
yeah, no, I remember that. I forgot there was a kid in I forgot where I was living at, but there was a kid in one of the neighborhoods, and like I'd see off the walls. I forgot what the school was, but it wasn't nowhere close. That came through, like you said, Jack, at like 5:30 in the morning, scooping them up and taking them to wherever they gotta go.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, when we were in school, I went to school with a gentleman named Jason Williams. He went to Radford after college. I mean, after high school, he went to Radford. and he was the Big South Player of the Year in 2000. He played, and my junior and senior year, we used to say, man, we got like one of the deepest benches that I've ever seen for a high school team. And we had height, we had speed, we had handles, just couldn't get past Suitland, but we had the intangibles. Those guys didn't choose to leave and go anywhere else. And it's just like, it's crazy to me because 9 times out of 10, we're all in the same situation, whether you can ball or you're not. 9 times out of 10, a lot of kids are in the same situation. Even when you come from a 2-parent household, money tight sometimes.
Yeah, but you also, I think
it's
this
getting
is
to the point. True, it's a different era, but I'm talking about this era. Money's tight. You know, money is tight right now. But you're telling me, even from a 2-parent era, the game that used to be so easy to play, all you needed was a ball. Whether it was one of them red balls you play dodgeball with, the yellow ball that was a little bit harder, that dribbled a little bit better, a soccer ball, it didn't matter. If you had something round, you could find something else. You found a crate, you could play basketball. Get you a piece of plywood and a pole, you could play basketball. Now it's getting to the point where you have to have money to play a game that you love. And then I said this during draft, a lot of these kids play this game and they don't love the game. They love the trappings and the things that this game brings, but they don't love the game. You got guys on draft night thinking that the draft is like a video game where you can choose where you want to go, because they have no concept. They don't know the heart. Most dudes get drafted, you got tears flowing out your eyes, because guess what? The first thing they say, oh, when I get my first check, I'm going to buy my mama a house. I'm going to make sure my dad retires. I'm going to make sure my dad gets the truck that he wants, because I'm finally able to give back what they gave me. Now, it's not even that anymore. I never forget it. They said when Len Bias got drafted, he came home. All he told his parents was, thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for everything you did. He thanked his parents. These kids now walking across the stage at the draft, because they've had money. They come from money. And it seems like a lot of former players, kids are, of course, they gonna come from money, but it's a lot of people that are coming from money. And they don't appreciate the game because all they know is money. So it's not life-changing money when they sign an NBA contract. It's nothing to them. Once they clock out from the game, that's it. It's no watching film. It's no watching other players. It's no watching no hooping, no nothing. It's no going out and playing in the summer. It's nothing. That's what this is breeding, because now you don't see courts full in the summertime anymore. You can ride by we can take a Saturday and we can get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. We can go around the whole entire city. You might can find 5 out of 100 courts with somebody on a shoot. We can go indoor and outdoor. Nobody's out there shooting. All the courts that we had that were indoor, especially in the area that I live in, they've shut most of them down because, oh no, we only allow AAU in. No outside ballers. It's only AAU. So if I don't pay to watch AAU, I can't come in the gym. You taking away you taking it away. You taking away people loving the game, because now you got to pay to love the game. That's the whole point. It's going to ruin the game. The next generation of ballers, they're not going to love the game. The game is going to suffer, and it's going to be a trash product. It's already headed that way, but it's really going to be a trash product.
You know, KG, some of them AAU admission fees are steep, man. $20-$30 to get into some AAU games, depending on what platform they're playing on. It's pretty steep.
Yep. I've seen it $50 to watch 5-year-olds playing AAU. The old run and shoot right here in District Heights. We used to go in there on Saturday mornings. We would go in there on Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. until they started putting us out. We only had 2 out of all the courts in that building. They only gave us 2 courts to run whole. And then they would come to us and be like, oh, AAU need this. And they would put us out. After we done paid our money to be in at a ball, they would put us out. No refund, no rain check, no nothing. Just y'all gotta leave. They would come and grab the ball, stop the game. Y'all gotta go.
That's
AAU
their
need to
money
score.
maker. Yeah, that's their money maker.
Yeah, but you alienated everybody else. So if AAU took precedence and priority over everything else, you alienated everybody else.
Yeah, but that AAU money coming in every week.
Yeah,
AAU
but
pay,
you
they
balling
pay
there
4 or
every
5
week too.
times more than you do.
Yeah,
They
Exactly.
pay 4 or
I
5
get that.
times more than y'all do.
I get
So
that.
it's just the way it is. I mean, I've been even back in my day, I've been run out of a gym for something like that, either a clinic or an AAU thing. It's not
Yeah.
nothing new.
Yeah, especially at run and shoot. I mean, I remember back in the day. There a couple times you try to go play ball and you can't find a court because you got leagues running all over the place.
I never had that problem, and I was been going there at that time. I had been going there 10, 11 years. Like pay you $7. We would go when it was 24 hours. We were going there in the middle of the night. We were going there at 10 o'clock in the evening and don't leave there until about 3 or 4 and ball all night.
I don't know basketball that much.
Oh man, gotta have it in my veins. That was it, and that was some of the best runs right there,
I got
especially in the summertime. That was some of the best runs.
I got Crown Royal to drink and
Look, you
I
talking
got
about
ladies.
above 21 activities. I wasn't 21, so I wasn't drinking nothing. All I cared about was playing ball.
I got
KG,
Crown Royals and I got scholarship funds to give out to ladies of the night at certain clubs like 55 or yeah.
The penthouse,
when
Yeah,
KG
penthouse.
when
Skyline.
KG talks
You know what
about
I'm saying? I'm like the United Negro College Fund, bruh.
look, Linda, when KG talks about running ball, as he says, damn, if he don't get me amped up, ready to start bouncing it around, man. I tell you, when you talk about going hitting some open gym or taping them up, which we hear too much, or running ball, you do. I wish I was as young as you, but you do get me
Well, I
amped
mean,
up on that, man.
I still love it. I still love it. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying. Midnight Rider, talk to me about this stadium thing.
Talk to me
No,
quick.
the latest iteration or the latest piece of news is I don't know if you guys
Mm.
heard Donald Trump the other day say that um we still own the land, talking about the federal government, and we can get involved. So I think the national, I mean not the Nationals, the Commanders' outside play is to get the federal government involved in the stadium deal if they can't get what they want in the time frame from the DC government. And I think that's going to be a very bad look for the DC government if that has to go
Mhm.
that way. But it also tells you, I mean, Brian Mitchell said this on the day it happened, and I kind of brushed it off, but he said you've never seen Congress ever vote something um, in a consensus. So when they voted on the stadium thing or on the giving DC the land, it was 100-0. There were no dissenters. There were no naysayers. There weren't even no abstentions or whatever. Um, and with that being said, I think there's an outside lane that maybe the owners can try to pursue, where they say, forget going through the council, we'll just go through the federal government, because the federal government can, through certain venues, I don't know all the venues, but they can still kind of um, make this deal happen without consent of the council. And I think if that happens and things blow up, the council can self implode, and there's going to be a lot of people on the council that's going to be looking for new jobs somewhere else.
Yeah, no. My sister had to retire from NASA because of all the cutbacks that he's doing. Uh, I mean, she younger than me. Hell, my sister's 51. And she had planned to, go to 60, but she's gonna go ahead and take the buyout, man. Because she probably gonna get let go because they take the youngins over the old folks anytime nowadays in the work world.
Yeah.
So yeah, my sister retired earlier than she wanted because some of the decisions that the president's made into science and math and the whole STEM thing. You know. Like I say, I try not to hear what he says too often, Midnight Rider, to tell you the truth, but I definitely don't want to get into politics.
No, we're not getting into politics. We're just talking
You
about
know,
I
him
know,
getting involved
I
in
know.
the stadium.
I went back to other things that
I
he's
got you.
doing by
I got
saying
you. I got you.
cutbacks, but it just made me think of my little sister, man. And wow, she retired. She put her papers in
all,
the other day. I
only
think
thing I
Monday.
can say is I really don't want his fingerprints, his hands, or anything on this stadium deal because I know the type of relationship he has with the NFL and the things he said in the past. Ain't nothing gonna change that. And it's just
Well,
like, yeah, I don't really want you involved in anything like that because I need you to focus on what you need to focus on. This stadium ain't something that I want my president focusing on. I don't need you to focus on it. You know what I need you to focus on? The things that are going on down in Texas. I need you to focus on that. The hell with this stadium deal. You got bigger fish to fry. The
yeah, but
stadium deal, DC can take care of that.
the only problem is DC ain't trying to take care of it. Um, because Mendelson, I'm gonna tell you right now that the biggest point of this whole thing is is she got the deal done instead of Mendelson. I swear to God, if Mendelson had negotiated this deal, he'd be hotter than I don't know. I don't even want to say nothing improper or inappropriate, but he, he'd be all over it, and he wouldn't have no um, issues with it. He wouldn't drag his feet on this. But the reason he's dragging his feet is because it's her deal. It's what she brought up, and he don't want her to get any props for this. This is a personal play. This has nothing to do with the whole
Mm.
thing. This is one man holding a grudge
Okay.
against her. And if I'm wrong and it becomes pure speculation, I'll take it. I'll eat my crow. But that's how I feel. He's been against every stadium deal that we've had, and then all of a sudden, last minute, whether it was him or Linda Crop, when they get their name on the banner because they fought for something, like they got to make an impact. It's got to be like, oh, the stadium didn't get approved until we got this project. So Linda Crop, or one of her things was the National Academy. I don't know if it was hers or somebody else's, but the Nats Academy was a thing. So that's how they said, oh, we gave in to the stadium needs or whatever. So it's just it's propaganda and and needing my somebody to genuflect at the statue of me. I'm done.
I mean, we can talk about this till the cows
He
come
done
home, but we gotta go home. We
too.
gotta go home.
Oh man,
Somebody said this is gonna be
So
a hot 30.
yeah, I thought it would be, but it looks like we an hour and 9 minutes over that hot
hot
30.
30, hot 30.
That's why I don't
I
even
didn't know
take
you
Okay,
time no
guys
more.
had it in you.
I knew that was.
Uh, Saturday night, WrestleManiacs be back at you. Uh, in this thing, talking a little wrestling and sports entertainment. Sunday, us three will be back with the Sunday Rise. Monday, unless there's a schedule change at 5 p.m., you got Drive Time with Matty Ice. 7 p.m., you got Pretenders or Contenders with Coach Devon. Then we'll be right back again on Tuesday. Wednesday, we got In the Passenger Seat. Thursday, right back at it again with the Thursday Night Throwdown, and it all starts over again. So until Saturday for me, until Sunday for these two gentlemen. That's the Gentleman Jack. That's the Midnight Rider. I'm the big guy KG. Hey, I can't say we don't do no overtime, baby, because we did it today. But we are out of
Yeah.
here.